체육관을 건드려놨네. 그러니까 여길 들어가야 된다 그 말 아니야.
I needed a special aspiration brooch to get access to the room.
After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor Link, Joey created Minos to ensure that forthwith technology would always serve rather than enslave the citizens. Minos is devoted to ensuring your happiness, always there for you. Minos is available for you on any terminal. It knows you. It understands you. It helps you become everything you aspire to be. Minos, built by machines, inspired by humans.
여기 뭐 해킹할 수 있는 게 있나?
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
조이의 팔.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
힌트를 한번 볼까? 를 벗어나서도 작동한다. 시스템을 해킹할 수 있도록 해주는.
Savior Joey leashed the oppressor Link to serve and protect the people, and founded the Council to restore the rule of democracy.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
이렇게 해볼까?
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
The guy was looking for a sign from the Joey arm. I wondered if I could help.
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
그것까지는 알겠어. 알겠는데 이게 아니야. 뭔가 다른 걸
Union City wishes
다른 데서
happy
갖고 와야지.
aspiration day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day. Fluids, you need them. We all do. But water isn't always scarce. It's something that citizens should do. That's why famed Ministry of Plenty craniohydrologist Mr. Spankles created.
미친 듯이
If you're one of our lucky aspirations.
부드럽게
After bringing an end to the tyranny of the oppressor link,
현혹적으로 현혹적으로 신나게 어렵구만.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration
We
day.
all do. But water isn't always scarce. It's dull. What's a good citizen to do?
미친 듯이 한번 해볼까?
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy aspiration day.
Hello there.
Good day, friend. Are you here to walk with Joey?
I've walked with Joey before. He had treads at the time.
Yes. When you tread with Joey, you become one with happiness.
How do you walk with an arm?
You don't walk with him. You walk with him in here.
I think you're probably walking with him up there.
Oh, the mind's always on Joey, that's for sure.
You kind of worship Joey, huh? Is that why you're here?
Well, I mean, yes. But not just that. I'm looking for a sign.
A sign? From who?
Joey, of course. When a man reaches our age,
Our age?
he starts to look for guidance. And what better thing to point me in the right direction than the arm of Joey himself?
Is that a social climber aspiration brooch?
Ah, I know a real savior craver when I see one. I'm proud to be one of the biggest social climbers in the past 30 days. And the 30 days before that. Such an honor. Sorry, I made you drag that out of me a bit. I'm just never sure where Joey stands on humility.
Oh, I say he's rather flexible. If I wanted to get inside the old history exhibit, this brooch would be the key. Joey's actual arm. Quite something, huh?
Yes, the original arm that wrenched the city from the precipice of damnation.
Didn't it just get stuck to a hand scanner?
This very arm wielded a weapon so great it tore down a tyranny. This very arm wielded a weapon so great it toppled the heads of government. Forged a plowshare and rebuilt the city from the ground up. With this arm, he plucked the eyes from the Hydra of Link and gave them to the people so we all might see.
All that by himself?
Yes, Yes, all by himself. The whole story can be found on the stations around the world.
I don't think your daughter is as excited by this museum as we are.
What? What? If Cecily could spend every moment of every day just praising Joey, she would. Cecily! Come here and tell this man how much you love Joey!
왜
She
이래?
really does, though.
What sort of sign are you looking for?
At this point, anything.
저 뒤에
I've
아줌마
been
저 왜 저래?
such a devoted citizen, putting Joey first above everything. My job, my wife and daughter, all second to Joey, just as he would have wanted. But now, I worry I'm straying off the path.
Ever thought about a counselor?
But who would deliver better counsel than the Savior himself?
How can I get one of those brooches?
Just be a good citizen. Every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and all night long. And then wake up and do it again tomorrow.
I'm not sure I have time for that. Could you give me your aspiration brooch?
I couldn't. They're issued specifically to social climbers.
Could you lend me yours?
No can do. Only the highest Kudos social climbers are allowed into the old history exhibit. You are not worthy, according to the council, that is.
What are you hoping to learn from the arm?
The next step to take to a bright future. My vocation, my journey, destiny.
그래서 뭘 어떻게
And
해야
I'm
된다는
nearly
거야?
there. I've never seen the arm act so erratically until today.
And what if you don't like what it has to say?
Who am I to judge the will of Joey?
This guy wasn't going anywhere without a sign from Joey. I had a feeling, without my intervention, he'd be waiting a while. Hey, mister.
Yes?
I'll bet your favorite flavor of Spankles is regret.
No, it's grape.
Yeah, well. I've met toasters in this town with more conversational skills than you.
Oh, I know. They're getting more eloquent every day.
Ah, right. I bet you shake hands like a limp fish.
In the palms of Savior Joey, we are all but limp fish. St. James Club 11, verse 60.
That's profound.
Join the celebration.
There's more brains in a mini-K than there is between your ears.
The Mini K is and always will be a delicious high-protein snack.
Yeah, well.
Sir, I think you might appreciate one of the other exhibits, while I wonder at this one.
I read you loud and clear.
Keep a smile on your face.
Alert.
현혹적으로
Factory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
현혹적으로
Alert. Trajectory obstructed.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day. Union City wishes all citizens a happy
Hello again.
Ah, it's you.
Is the arm telling you anything at the moment?
He's beckoning me closer. He wishes to tell me something. He's about to give me the answer. I can almost feel it. Oh, Joey, I am listening.
Say, I'm looking for a specific location. An obsolete area code E1594. Is there a map around here somewhere?
A map around here? I don't think so. Unless you mean the map in the old history exhibit.
Well, that counts.
Well, in that case, you're in luck. There is one in the old history exhibit. How it was before the Joey era. It's like staring into
거기
oblivion.
그러니까 못 간다고.
But of course, without a brooch, they won't let you in.
What if you never get assigned?
Then I shall never leave.
What if you never get assigned?
Then I shall never leave.
I better go and admire something.
Keep a smile on your face.
그래서 뭐 어쩌라고? 공격적으로
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
공격적으로 어디였어? 공격적으로.
Fluids. Union. We all do.
공격적으로.
If you're one of our lucky aspirations,
내가 어디다 끼워 넣었는데. 공격적으로.
special collection of happy Aspiration Day from the pre-Joey era.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
미친 듯이 아니야?
And play. Spangle.
왜? 현혹적으로를 일단 붙이고. 공격적으로 어디 있는데?
If you're one of our lucky aspirations,
공격적으로 어디 있는데?
After bringing an end to the tyranny
화장실 청소를.
Joey created mine. His name, the Council.
special collection of wishes all citizens from the pre-Joey era.
화장실 청소 로봇이 나올 때까지 기다려야 되나?
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
어이 화장실 빨리 나와. 공격적으로.
Its link was long and fierce, and there was great suffering.
But, Joey, after all that I did to maximize my kudos, why have you forsaken me? I worked so hard. I did
That's okay, Dad. It's all right.
But Cecily, I just don't understand.
Come on now, Dad. Let's go get you a nice can of spankles at the cafe.
Yes. Yes, I think that'll do the trick. I think it's time I tried that new flavor.
I very much enjoyed our talk today, Mystery Man. It's been eye-opening.
I'm glad we could reach an arrangement, miss.
Featherbottom. Cecily Featherbottom. Best aspiration day ever. Here you go. A deal's a deal. Until we meet again, may the light and wisdom of Savior Joey smile upon you. Happy Aspiration Day.
어떻게 꾸미는데?
The struggle against Link was long.
The old history exhibit had a whole bunch of stuff from the old regime. Definitely worth checking out.
Welcome to the old history exhibit, young lady.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Meet Spunky, lifelong friend and companion of our benefactor, Danielle Piermont. Spunky was a friend to all low-life citizens and a true symbol of Union City spirit until he was found drowned in a pond at the tender age of 7. Through this exhibit, may his bark be with us always.
Many years ago, Spunky had helped me in my quest to defeat Link. I was glad to see that he had gotten the respect he deserved. Excuse me.
Oi! Keep the noise down.
Oh, sorry.
A little respect while you're in this hallowed place.
Right. And you're a guard here?
Name's Payne. Roy Allen Payne. Ex-security officer, 30 years on the force. And I've got my eyes on you.
What exactly is this exhibit?
What is the exhibit, he asks. Joey, give me strength. This is the old history exhibit. The definitive collection of Union City artifacts. Courtesy of our illustrious benefactor, Mrs. Piermont herself.
It just looks like a load of old junk from the old regime.
Junk? No. Old regime? Yes. In the days before our savior took control.
Are you the only person working here?
The only person? Yes. Not thinking of trying something funny, are we, son?
Absolutely not.
Jolly good. Because I don't think funny is funny.
I don't doubt it.
And the robots that work for me, they don't like funny either.
They work for you?
Well, not for me. Technically, I suppose they're my co-workers.
What sort of things are inside this exhibit?
Just take a look around. Relics. Relics of a bygone era. We got tech in here over 5 years old.
Does it all still work?
Most of it should. Say what you like about the old regime, but stuff was made to last.
Does this museum really need security?
There's always something going on beneath the veil.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's just say I'm no stranger to vandals, thieves, enemy agents.
And you can handle those?
Well, it is down to me to supervise the exhibit of old history, including but not limited to the security of the displays and artifacts.
I heard that you have an old map of the city in here.
Did you now? And what precisely did you hear?
That it shows Union City as it was 10 years ago. See, I have an obsolete area code, E1594, and I need to see where it is.
I see. Well, the map table is just over in the center of the room. But a specific area code, that'd be like finding a needle in a haystack. Good luck, son.
Is there some way to make that map show a specific location?
Come now, sir, this is not a child's toy room. That map table is for observation, not human interaction.
Well, is there anything else around here that could help me?
Sir, this special collection is for esteemed social climbers. Urban geographical hobbyists need to look elsewhere.
See you later.
I'll be watching you.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
이건 뭔데?
This old city refrigeration unit is one of the last known relics of the great gastroenteritis crisis, a particularly dark piece of pre-Joey history. Its seal remains unbroken to preserve its mysteries, and per request of the Ministry of Comfort's janitorial staff. Protect your family with Spankles, the only food replacement guaranteed to be irradiated for your safety and drinking pleasure.
이게 뭔데? 안에 뭐 들어있는데?
Padlock prevented whatever was inside from getting out. It was an old fridge. There were strange noises coming from it, as if something was trapped inside. Slight recollection?
안에 뭐가 들어있을까? 이건 뭘까?
This city synth garbage would never compete with the stuff back in the Gap.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Public music in Union City used to be restricted to low-life areas only.
이걸 뭔가로 바꿀 수 있겠네.
At one of our long-lost clubs, the St. James Club, citizens could meet to dance and drink. These days, music devices are mostly personalized, and loud music is only permitted in VIP areas or public stages.
These models were far too clean-cut to be Gaplanders. They'd done a good job with the goat, though. Union City still had some pretty backward views on the Gap.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Life in the Gap has always been primitive. Here we see a typical scene of two fully grown Gaplanders eking out an existence in the harsh wastes of the desert. Note the animal they are about to slaughter, most likely the now extinct quadruped commonly known as a goat. Goats were fierce predators, which were notoriously difficult to trap. Our two models here were clearly top hunters.
뭔가 특이하구만.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Just 10 years ago, this lumbering barrel transporter robot was the height of technological sophistication. Designed to carry anything, provided that it fit into a barrel, these primitive robots paved the way for the Savior's arrival.
An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps. 10 years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
antique map shows the primitive transportation available prior to the installation of the monopod system. Unlike today, travelers often risk delays, confusing journey plans, and the inconvenience of
10년 만에
inconsequential
엄청
travel.
발전하긴 했네.
Now, work is just a button press away. What lies beneath Union City? Some talk of giant monsters, tentacle creatures, illicit android laboratories. Beware, spreading these unpatriotic rumors can have serious implications for your kudos rating.
이게 적의 지도인 것 같고.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This organism, found in the depths of the old city, remains one of its greatest mysteries. It was at one time theorized that the biomass was the result of a mutated mini knockwurst flushed into the old sewage system. However, numerous court proceedings dictated that this was in fact a false statement fabricated by the franchise's competitor, Lil Knackers. Whilst its origins are unknown, citizens are assured it represents no threat to our well-being and is displayed here merely as a reminder of the dark ages of our great Union City.
The gruesome tendrils pulsed ominously. The product of Link, an experimental fusion of man with computer that had ended in tyranny. A metal panel was bolted onto the side of the table.
이건 뭘까?
The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again. The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey.
The robot was a repository of information about all the exhibits.
Savior, hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
The old Link terminal had long since stopped working.
The information droid
Link
will be
was
with you
Union
shortly.
City's original digital curation device. Through terminals such as these, Link was used to control all aspects of citizens' lives. Their tyranny was ended when Savior Joey arrived and took control of the city. Joey replaced Link with our venerated Minos system, dedicated to creating the best city possible in which all citizens can be happy.
그렇구만.
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
This holographic map demonstrates the success of the Council in revitalizing Union City according to Joey's guidance. With new Council-approved technology, every citizen can finally look up and see clear blue skies.
힌트를 보자. 현실일 때.
Waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything.
이건 뭐야?
I'd had a run-in with this tech all those years ago. I hoped Union City had gone in a more sustainable direction.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
To power our glorious city, we used to use dangerous fuels. These days, we burn our waste and use that to provide all the power our citizens will ever need.
권한이 부족하더라. 안 돼? 조이 가라사대. 조이 가라사대.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey.
The information
Many
droid
disciples
will
of
be
the
with
Savior
you shortly.
hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldiering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
Joey? Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you?
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see.
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. Or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey,
응? 사람들이 없다고? 어떻게 없을 수가 있지?
waving my crowbar around in public wasn't going to achieve anything.
냉장고. 저걸 어떻게 보여주는데?
Oi! What are you doing over there?
What? Who? Me?
Yeah, you!
Silly me. I dropped something by this machine.
Sure you did. Meanwhile, why don't you get back to enjoying the exhibits? Quietly. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I just can't get enough of old history. I didn't want to be berated by the guard again. I needed to find a way to distract him.
Distracting. 어떻게 해야 될까? 조이 가라사대. 조이 가라사대?
The hand scanner looked broken. I doubted I'd be able to use it anytime soon. Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. I couldn't help finding it amusing.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
이렇게?
Nonsense. There's no... Everybody out!
뭐라고? 쥐? 그 쥐 한 마리가 안에 들어있었던 거야?
Right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey. The panel had been covering the table's interface port. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. The panel had been covering the table's interface port.
그래서 뭐 어떻게 하는데?
A giant holographic map of Union City as it was 10 years ago. If I could get the map to display area E1594, I would find the building where I suspected Graham had met with Leet.
조이 가라사대. 뭐라고? 조이 회로 파는 전시용 유리 속에 갇혀 있다고?
I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. An antiquated interface port was built into the side of the table. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. In cold blood. So your android went rogue and killed your wife. Debbie does DDoS enemy within.
이 걔가 뭐? 이것도 뭐 어떻게 하는데?
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown.
잠깐만. 이게 안 돼. 아니 이거 소세지 집어넣으라고. 아하 불러오자. 아니야 이게 아니야. 아 이거 저거부터 해야지.
The Joey Speaks looked like a gimmick, but I couldn't pass the opportunity to hear my old buddy's voice again.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
These humble scraps of primitive circuitry house the spark that would become our beloved savior, Joey.
If I wanted to see what this was all about, I was going to have to get it back up and running.
Hold this board up as an example of immaculate assembly with rather less than immaculate soldering. Notice, this attraction is currently closed after complaints of language of a most unsavior-like nature.
바꿨잖아.
If I wanted to see what this was all about, I was going to have to get it back up and running.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Joey? Joey, it's me, Foster.
Foster? It is really you.
Hey, old buddy. Boy, am I glad to see...
Let's talk more crowbar, Foster. or whatever other great idea you have for getting me out of here.
Is that Joey?
Joey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea what they'd done to you.
Yeah, save your apologies for after you've got me out of this.
Everybody, it's an Aspiration Day miracle. Joey's speaking to us.
No, that's not Joey. No way.
Joey, it's really you?
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Joey.
Oi! What are you doing over there?
What? Who? Me?
Yeah, you!
I was, just giving the machine a checkup.
Good luck with that. Lost cause if I ever saw one. Meanwhile, why don't you get back to enjoying the exhibit? Quietly. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I just can't get enough of all...
안 되겠구만. 그러면 다시 저거를 해서 그거 괜히 꺼내가지고 말이야.
Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. I couldn't help finding it amusing.
The information droid will be with you shortly.
Nonsense. There's no... Everybody out!
그래. 그래.
All right, everyone, stay calm. Make your way to the exit in an orderly manner.
그래.
The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. I had to find a way out without being detected, but not before figuring out where this leak guy was hiding out. Not to mention rescuing Joey. Joey had been hooked up to a speaker, forced to perform like some circus act. I got you, buddy. I built the circuit board when I was just a kid, and now I had it back. But it was more than just a board. My old pal Joey was on it. Tucked between the old work manuals was the occasional picture of dubious morality. None of it looked to be much use. RBMK 1000 reactor. Meltdown procedure. In cold blood. Debbie does DDoS. Androids gone wild. Lure of the Temptress. Programming the Z80 by Rodney Zacks. The old vacuum robot looked familiar.
뭐야 이게?
What a waste of time. The robot had retreated from the chaos and was peacefully recharging.
그래서 뭘 어떻게 해야 되는데? 어찌 해야 되는데? 이렇게 할 수 있을까?
What year is it?
Oh, relax. You were only unplugged for a moment.
Everything I ever loved is dead. Oh, hey, Foster. You're here too, huh?
Welcome back, Joey.
Is this the best shell you could find?
It was just collecting dust.
You've turned me into a vacuum cleaner, Foster. Again!
It's functional. Don't be ungrateful. And look, someone gave you a cool beanie.
Don't patronize me, Foster.
We'll find you a better shell soon, I promise.
Good. Because this one sucks. And not even efficiently.
Listen, we're in deep trouble.
There's something new. Care to bring me up to speed?
What are the capabilities of your current shell?
It's a vacuum bot, Foster. It sucks and it blows. End of.
Don't all these old vacuums have an interface probe?
I was really hoping you'd forgotten that part.
Don't be ashamed. It might come in handy.
I'm not ashamed. It's just cold in here.
I came here looking for a missing child, Milo.
Milo.
He was kidnapped from my village.
Oh no, Rod. That's terrible.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Don't look at me. I've been trapped in that glass prison for years.
I learned about somebody called Leet here in the city. I think he's somehow connected to the kidnapping.
And we're gonna go find him?
That's right. I came here to find out where he hides out.
And to rescue me?
Come on, Joey. That goes without saying. If anyone asks, my name is Graham Grundy.
You come up with that yourself?
No. I needed an ID to get inside the city. I got this one from a dead body.
Jeez, Foster. Was it dead when you found it?
Don't worry, Joey. My conscience is clear. That's everything. Great to have you back, Joey.
The Gat Chaps are back.
We were never called that.
Best friends?
That'll do, Joey. That'll do.
가자. 가자, 조이. 자, 이걸 잡아 뜯어볼까?
The panel had been covering the table's interface port. Hey, Joey. Anything here you'd like to plug into?
What do you mean, Foster?
That probe of yours. It might be our only way out of here.
Listen, if you find something useful, I'll maybe consider giving it the old Joey one too.
Any chance we could hook your board up to the vermin robot?
That vermin robot is entirely Minos technology.
Is there a big difference?
Well, you know how when you plug me into a port, there's a right side up and an upside down way? They changed the ports in Minos so you can plug it in either way.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, but it does mean you can't just plug your headphones in anymore.
What were you doing in that exhibit, Joey?
I was on a journey of self-reflection.
Really? What did you learn?
I counted 2,147,483,647 sheep.
Careful, Joey. You'll max out your memory. What was the Joey Speaks exhibit about, anyway?
What do you think? People came from across the city to hear my wisdom.
And what did you tell them?
We are all living in a simulation, and death is the only escape.
And then what?
I don't know. I was switched off before I got to the noose part.
How's the shell, Joey?
It's old, cranky, and it itches.
Suck it up, Joey.
You have a nice day too, Foster.
That shell suits you, Joey.
Get lost, Foster. Wait, find me a new shell. Then get lost.
Only if it shuts you up. Anything in here that might help us locate Leet?
What do we know about him?
I have a hunch he's involved in Milo's kidnapping. I've tracked him to a location reference, E1594.
Either that's the worst named restaurant ever, or an old map reference.
Do we have an old map?
You mean apart from the museum's giant holographic map?
I know. That's all for now, Joey. Hey, Joey. Got a job for you.
What is it?
Remember that Leet guy I mentioned?
I never forget a thing.
Well, I've tracked him to an area code, E1594. Thing is, that code is part of the old system. It's obsolete.
Cut to it, Foster.
This old map shows the city as it was 10 years ago. The old system. If
알았어,
I could
빨리 해.
find E1594 on here, it would show me where to find Leet.
Have you seen the size of this thing? That will take you hours.
Exactly. I need you to plug yourself in. I bet you'll find the location in no time.
Give me a moment.
하는 거야?
Here, Foster. E1594.
Joey, you're a genius. There. That's the building I'm looking for. It's on the industrial level. Home Crescent Recycling Center.
This is where your guy Leet is?
I can't be sure, but it's the best lead I've got.
Okay, Foster. What's the plan now?
We need to get to that recycling center. But first, we need to break out of here without being seen.
Break out. Find Leet. Got it.
Hey, Joey. See that transporter robot? What does it do?
Don't you remember? It transports stuff on a fixed route.
Maybe we can talk to it.
Talk to it. It's not clever like me. It just follows its programmed route. You think we can use it to get out of here?
I don't know yet.
Maybe I should probe it.
Hey, Joey, can you talk to the transporter robot?
What do you mean, talk? I already said...
You're probe, Joey. Probe the robot.
Go probe yourself, Foster.
If you could give the transporter just enough juice...
Please. Let's not call it juice.
Whatever. Just see if you can get it started.
Okay. But would you mind looking the other way?
Of course. You almost done?
Don't look.
Sorry. It's, not doing anything.
You don't say, Foster. It's been wiped clean. Decommissioned. Murdered. We need to give it new protocols.
Do you think you could do that?
Of course I could. I just need to know how the system works first.
I'll have another look around. An old barrel transporter robot. Those robots always gave me the creeps. I don't think I want to know.
You're probably right. I'll keep it to myself. Can you believe they used to travel
10 years ago, I'd used the old underground system to reach the heart of Link.
뭐라고? 라이브 빵에 터미널에 터미널이 있던데.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. That's an old robot proverb.
Sometimes you scare me. The enemy within. So your android went rogue and killed your wife. Grease my gears. Droid principles.
이게 뭔데? 아하.
The terminal was switched off. The terminal was switched off.
우리가 내가 어떻게 알아? 뭔지. 매뉴얼. 무슨 로봇 매뉴얼이라 돼 있네.
An old monitor displayed the maintenance test results for the barrel transporter robot. The text referenced the robot's e-manual. The terminal was displaying a maintenance report for the barrel transportation robot. I'd need to find a better way to display the information if Joey was to make any sense of it.
그래서 뭐 어떻게 하라는 거지?
Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use. The terminal was displaying a maintenance report for the barrel transportation robot. I'd need to find a better way to display the information if Joey was to make any sense of it.
이거야?
Joey, my oldest friend, my partner in crime, a real pain in the butt. I've missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do.
Joey, my oldest friend, my partner in crime, a real pain in the butt. I've missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do.
Hey, Joey. Any luck reprogramming that transporter robot?
I'm not like you humans, Rob. I can't just stick it in and wiggle it around until something happens. Maybe you can find a digital manual around here somewhere.
Most of these old maintenance reports didn't look like they'd be much use.
좀 바꿨잖아. 바꿨다고.
Union City is smaller than I thought. What's the
The
scale?
exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown. The exhibit was on vermin-prompted lockdown.
아. 아하.
The holographic table now projected the schematics for the barrel transportation robot. Try giving this a look, Joey.
I hope you're not wasting my time, Foster. Interesting. Very interesting. Ah, this is exactly what I need to reprogram that barrel robot. You're welcome, by the way.
For what? I'm the one who found them in the first place.
Yeah, but can you read them? You're welcome.
Go reprogram the robot, please.
저기가 까칠하구만.
What do you want it to do?
Let's get out of here. We meet somewhere hidden outside this room.
Toilets?
Toilets. Try and aim for the men's room, Joey.
Whatever. And that's done. Let's never speak of this again.
So what now?
Well, are you ready to go?
Ready.
Then climb aboard and let's go.
그래서
The barrel was just large enough to squeeze into. It was a snug fit, it smelled bad, and I felt stupid. While it was far from discreet, I'd managed to escape unseen.
성공했네 어쨌든.
Joey, my oldest friend, my partner in crime, a real pain in the butt. I'd missed him.
What are you looking at, Foster? We have work to do. Don't make me clean up in there, Foster.
어디로 나가야 되지?
Warning City.
Hey, what's a nice droid like you? Hey, come back here. Hubba, hubba. Come on, Foster. Let's get a move on.
Mr. Grundy? Mr. Grundy? It is Mr. Grundy, isn't it?
Of course, Mentor Alonso. Who else would I be?
Well, quite, Mr. Grundy. Who indeed, hmm? What brings you down to the Museum of New History today?
On Aspiration Day? Where else would I want to be?
Oh, perhaps at home, preparing for the party. Oh, my apologies. I had forgotten that you no longer have the required social standing. I wonder, may I scan your U-chip again?
I don't understand. What's wrong with my U-chip?
Oh, nothing, I'm sure. Just a curious little anomaly. Yes, there it is. A sector of corrupt data, almost as if... How very strange. Have no fear. I'll consult my colleagues at the Ministry, and we'll soon have you sorted out. I'm almost positive you have nothing to worry about.
Let's hope so.
Just one more thing, Mr. Grundy.
Yes, Mentor?
I'm surprised to see you wearing an aspiration brooch.
By the power of Joey, I am now a social climber.
So it would seem. So it would seem.
Alonso was definitely onto me. I'd have to watch my step around him.
오늘은 많이 한 것 같다. 여기까지 하자.